Amazing. I can't even go there, man. So what's new in your life? Cracker Barrel, man. That's some heavy stuff you're getting involved with there.
You know what? Right after we left Sony, it was a matter of, well, what's the next step for us? And the entire time I was there, I wanted to release an album at Cracker Barrel because I used to work there for 2 years. I helped open the Henderson, North Carolina store, store 243. And I worked there for 2 years as a server, and would wound up, you know, that's kind of where I got my start singing in public. I grew up singing in church, but never really thinking much about it as far as getting out and doing it.
Right.
And I was singing one day, walking through the restaurant, busting one of my tables on a busy Friday night. The radio was on in the restaurant, so I'm singing along to that. And this old lady, she was one of our regulars, came in a lot by herself. And she said, "Sir, was that you?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Can you sing to me?" And I'm thinking, well, I don't know. Let me go ask. So I went and asked the manager, and I said, "This lady out there wants me to sing." He's like busy in the window trying to get orders out. And I'm like, "This lady wants me to come sing to her." He said, "Anything the customer wants." I said, but she wants me to sing." He said, "Anything the customer wants." And I said,
that is so true with Cracker Barrel, man.
So I went out there and I kneeled down by the table. I said, "Ma'am, I'm going to sing to you." And as I started to sing, she said, "Hold on a minute, son." She tapped me on my shoulder. She stood up. She waved her arms in the air and said, "Everybody, y'all be quiet. This young man's going to sing to me."
Awesome.
And I'm sitting here like, at this point, I'm just flush.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of my server friends were stopped serving. There wasn't a fork clanking on a plate. I mean, everybody stopped, and the managers even came out of the kitchen to see what I was doing. So I sang a song that night. I believe it was the same song I was singing to the radio, which I think was Tim McGraw, "Where the Green Grass Grows," I think was what was on the radio. And I wound up singing a verse and a chorus of that, getting a $5 tip from across the restaurant from a table that wasn't even mine. And after that, people would literally, on a busy Friday night, would wait for my section to open up so they could sit in my section and sing and have me sing to them.
That's great.
Until my server friends caught on, and they were like, "Hey Jason, can you go sing to my table when you're done with your thing?" And so literally, I would have to go sing with them.
That's great stuff, man.
And
so now here you're full circle. You're back at Cracker Barrel.
Well, you know we are there. They're selling the record there, and we're the first artist. You can buy our record, the Numbers album, in all the Cracker Barrel Old Country Store locations. But we're the first artist that Cracker Barrel has allowed us, that's on the Cracker Barrel roster, to put our music on iTunes. So we got a lot of our fans out in California and the West Coast that there aren't any Cracker Barrel stores yet, that were complaining about not having it, and it's something I really wanted to make sure that nobody was left behind. So.
You know, I love Cracker Barrel because of the fact that you know, the way they're embracing country music now, and the stars that they're bringing into the mix. Because I mean, fantastic. I think it's just amazing. And I was actually asking, I was like, are they actually forming a label? But they sort of are, aren't they?
They kind of have their own thing going. I mean, it's Cracker Barrel.
Do they have studios and everything?
Well, no, they don't have studios.
Not yet.
Basically, not yet. I mean, it's probably coming. But no, we recorded the record and then took it to them with the idea, you know, hey, I used to work at Cracker Barrel, and as far as I know, I'm the only artist on the Cracker Barrel label that used to work at Cracker Barrel.
That's so cool.
That's great.
Did they know that when they?
Yeah, it was funny. We had our first meeting with them. I walked into the office. We were supposed to meet at like 11:30 in the afternoon, morning or something. And so I was sitting there in the lobby, and my managers got stuck in traffic on 40 trying to get out there to Lebanon. So I'm sitting there by myself, and the guy we were meeting with came up and said, "Hey, I'm supposed to meet with you in a minute." I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Come on back." So I went in his office. We wound up talking and had a good time, and I was telling stories. We just started shooting the breeze, and next thing you know, my managers got there. We talked for 15 minutes. The meeting was over. We walked out, and they said I had it locked up before they got there. So it was cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now the guys that you were working for when you were singing when you were a server, do you know where they are now?
Some of them actually. I actually know a guy named Chris that still works in Henderson at 243. He's moved up from server. When I was there, we were both servers. To I believe he's the head chef there now.
No kidding.
Oh, wow.
That's fantastic. You ever go back to that one?
Yeah, we've been back twice, and I went back right after the album came out. Or right before the album came out, and all the managers asked me to take pictures with them. So that was really cool.
Big turnaround there, didn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty neat. But
from go get this to can I get a picture with you? That's good.
You know what's awesome now is that we've stepped up to coming back into town, figuring out what the next step is for us. You know, is it staying independent, or is it going with another label? I mean, we're talking to promotion teams left and right to try and get stuff back on the radio, and the stuff I've been writing lately with these new guys I was telling you before we came on the air here, it really is coming around. I mean, I would compare some of the stuff I'm writing now to the "Living Our Love" song and the "Alyssa Lies" and "Sleep When I'm Dead" that really got our attention to begin with.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, without even saying it, you got us. You know,
well, thank you.
You know, we'll play anything you send us, guarantee it.
Well, thank you.
Because you are Jason Michael Carroll, and that means everything.
Well, I appreciate it, bro.
Man is good. He's a good man.
Thank you.
And I was telling her the story about the first time we met when you were opening up for Brooks and Dunn a few years ago.
Yeah.
And my wife got into the, walked up to him and said, "Oh, he's a cutie." I'm like, that's not characteristic of my wife ever, you know.
Cutie patootie doesn't really come out of her mouth that often.
Yeah, no, but she managed to do that for him now. Anyway, so outside of Cracker Barrel, how's life been treating you?
Man, great. You know, I mean, hanging out with the kids whenever we're home, touring as much as we can. You know, Buddy Lee Attractions here in town is doing all of our booking, and those guys really take care of us over there. And we've got, I mean, between the shows we've got coming up with different fairs across the country to you know, radio programmers across the country still giving us love. I mean, like you and I mean, right now there's a song that is out that we're not even promoting as a single. That there's like 5 stations across the country that are already on it, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, which I got to talk to Matt because I didn't get a copy.
It's it's on the way.
Just so y'all know, they're doing that secret like talking
oh yeah,
right
we're
now.
getting this now.
Yeah.
What's this?
They're mouthing it right now.
There
yeah.
it is.
In my inbox.
Yep.
Oh.
All
We're
right.
gonna probably play
We
it
can check
then,
email on these things too.
You know, I can do anything I want with this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play another Jason Michael Carroll song, and we'll come back and we will get that other one.
You know what? Let me say hey to all my honky tonk friends out there right now, because I know that we posted on Facebook, on Jason Michael Carroll Facebook, that we'd be on Renegade Radio Nashville, and here we are. So anybody out there listening, tuning in right now, thank you very much for everything you've done for us. We love you, and stay tuned.
Yeah, and we got more coming up in just a moment. Here's that great Jason Michael Carroll song, Living Our Love Song, on RenegadeRadioNashville.com.